Hello, my name is Carx82 and welcome back to my Gregtech New Horizons series. I am just taking a look at my bees really quick. Still waiting on the cultivated, and I got this Apiarius database here, which rewarded me a clay drone, which is kind of cool. And I haven't really taken a look at this, but it looks like every time you open stuff up, it'll so it gives you all the different information about it, which is pretty cool. So as we can see, common is better than meadows, which is better than forest. Cultivated is pretty fast though. Different climate and everything, so I thought this was pretty cool. Apparently it does show, yeah, it doesn't say what that is. That's actually pretty cool. I mean, NEI tells you this, but hopefully once you discover this stuff, it'll tell you. Interesting. Anyway, just thought I'd point that out. I have did some quick, very rudimentary automation. Basically, it just pulls out, there's a restricted pipe here. So it tries to put the stuff in the apiary. Let me sleep here. The combs cannot go back in the apiary, so those end up automatically in the chest. And then the drones and princess should go back in, and if it can't, it'll end up in the chest. Now, the only thing with this is these cannot be... I can't use the beealyzer on these because they will... you can't have it discovered, otherwise they won't stack. So if it says unknown geom, then they will stack. And I just put a couple of signs here. I'm trying to get cultivated here, just so I know. Because it starts getting a bit confusing when you have multiple things going on. Because once I get cultivated, I'm going to be trying to get, I think, diligent and noble. I think. Can't remember. And they both spawn from cultivated and common, so I want to have signs out for that. But yeah, fortunately did not get it there. Forest common, forest common. Yeah, forest common. And we'll try again. Anyway, just wanted to show that off. So today I would like to get the multi-block extruder built. That's kind of my goal today. And for that, we need quite a few things here. I need to do an IV extruder, which seems like all the multi-blocks do the IV extruder. So I'm going to have to make an IV piston, which isn't the end of the world. Oh, you need graphene for that? I have graphite. Where is graphene? I feel like that's something different, maybe. Yeah, silicon and graphite. Oh, that's pretty quick. Alright, that's not the end of the world, but it does use a blast furnace recipe. That's the first time I'm going to have to... Wires need a blast furnace. Alright, let's put this in canal. 690. Can't remember if we did this one. Yeah, chrome niobium. Yeah, we have done this one. I do have 16. So I have enough for that. It looks like I have all the stuff for this. Let's see, tungsten steel. I'm probably gonna need more, but I have to throw that in there. I probably don't want that one. Alright, turn that back on. The mass fab does drain quite a bit of power, which is fine. But yeah, so the extrusion machine needs input bus. Yeah, as many input buses Does need 28. Okay, so we're gonna need a lot of Inconel, looks like, because you need at least 28 casings. This thing is a 3x3x5, so this is quite a large structure. Alright, so let me go ahead. Oh, it does cause 1,000 pollution per second, but this is not going to be running permanently. So Inconel casings. Let's see what this... So 4 each. It's 28. Okay, so we're going to need quite a lot. Stab alloy. That is... We've done that before. What's this Talonite now? Cobalt, chrome, molybdenum, and phosphorus. I don't know if we have phosphorus. Doesn't that have to be... Yeah, we have phosphate. Alright, so let me take a look at kind of crafting up some of these components, and we'll come back. This is going to take me some time. Alright, I am just waiting for a little bit of crafting to be done, and in the meantime, I've set up a couple more chemical reactors over here. One has sulfuric acid going into it, and one has the iron chloride going into it. Just because these recipes are so slow. Like, this is HV and it's 15 seconds. So, I think it was like 40 seconds or whatever for the LV one, I can't remember. 60 seconds, yeah, I remember it was quite slow. But I crafted that because I wanted to replace those, the slow ones, and I have a lot of things to craft in this machine. I had 2 assemblies for this, and then I needed the advanced extruder. All these multi-blocks seem to use the IV, kind of like the main one, and this needed the IV tier, so these were really expensive. And electric piston had a lot of tungsten steel and tungsten cables. Those are like the worst. Alright, but it looks like we got almost everything here for this extruder. And I need to get this hooked up too, that's another thing. But I think we can go ahead and get this crafted. Yeah, so there is the advanced extruder. I wonder if that's a quest. I have no idea. I did finish this IV machine hull quest finally, and it did open up everything. Unfortunately, there is no one of these quests with, you have to craft the 4 of these, which I am not. I crafted the piston, but I'm not going to craft a robot arm and everything yet. And I'm sure there's quests locked behind it that I need. So I'm not a huge fan of those quests. I just don't like how they're all in. You have to do them all in one. Yeah, it'd be fine if, like, Better Questing recognized you had like one of them. Okay, so I crafted the piston, then it recognizes that I have it. But since you have to have it all on in the same time in your inventory, that is such a pain. But there's a couple things here, a couple more. These look like higher tier alloys and liquid stuff here. Chromium trioxide, no clue what that's used for, but I'm sure we'll get into it at some point. Alright, so I have everything else. I haven't crafted the reinforced casings yet, because I don't know how many I need yet. It says I need at least 28, but I'm going to build the rest of it and then see how many of those that I actually do need. Did that? Yeah. So we'll throw that back in there. I don't know why those don't go in when you shift click. No clue. Alright, but there is the industrial extrusion machine. I think that is a quest for it. And that's the only thing I think. Yeah. Do I get anything for it? No, just a loot bag. It is a tier 6. I may get something, but I may get decorative blocks. 6 feathers. Ouch. Alright, anyway, so here's the other parts, like the cheap parts. And I'm gonna place these, I think, and then see how many, I'm just gonna count how many I need. I tried to figure it out, but I was like, oh, let me just build it, and then we'll worry about it then. Right. I love how, like, the light comes through from the arc lamps. If there's, like if these were all covered up, it wouldn't be, like, bright. Like, over here, it's not bright, but since I removed some of the blocks, it light up. I don't know, I just think that's funny. Alright, so this is a 3x3x5. The controller goes in the front center, so I'm just gonna probably place these. Now it's a 3x3x5. So it's a bit bigger than usual, and I need one space in the back because I think, yeah, the maintenance hatch needs to go back here. So this is 15 blocks. It looks like that's the only one that has, like, a requirement. So these are going to be the input hatches. I guess I can put that one up there. So each one of these will have a different mold in, or a shape. I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, a shape. And I need 20. I wanted to make sure I had enough of these before I added more of the input hatches. So that's kind of why I wanted to build it first. There's going to be the output hatch. You only need one output hatch. This tooltip is actually wrong too. I don't think you need an input hatch. I don't think there's any recipe that uses the extruder that has fluids. So I could be wrong on that. I haven't really looked that much. So input hatch you don't need, and the core module you don't need anymore either. Now I guess I just went with the HV again, but I'm sure that'll be upgraded at some point. And then the muffler hatch, probably maybe the back. Alright, so we got our inputs, the energy, muffler hatch, the maintenance hatch, the output bus. So that, I think, is everything. So let's see, how many more do we need? So I need 15 down here. 15 minus 30, so that's 28 right there. So the bottom and the top is 28 casings. That's the required 28 casings. So that leaves me 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more input hatches I can do. So I will probably do the minimum of these Inconel reinforced casings. So I'll do 28 of those, and then we'll have we'll have 10 input hatches, input buses. I don't know if we're gonna need that many, but might as well. They're cheap. They're much cheaper than the casings. So yeah, that, I guess that works. Yeah. So 15, then 15 on the top layer, but minus 2, so 28. All right, so let me come back when we get all this stuff crafted up. It's going to take me a little while to do all the... I got to do a little bit of math here, and it's going to take me some time to get all the alloys kind of figured out as well. So yeah, I'll be back. All right, I got the last of the Inconel plates bending, so I think we're good now. So I should have 28 Ooh, what broke? I didn't see. Wrench. May have to craft another one. Yeah. Luckily it's pretty easy. I should just do wrought iron. I have 3,000 ingots worth of wrought iron. Alright, so there is my 28 Inconel reinforced casings. I think I actually got one extra input bus. But we will check this out. Forgot to break this before I started recording, but well. Alright, so let's go ahead and place these. Now I could actually have these on the ground. That would save on cables. But I think we'll just go ahead and do this. I think you can... Did I screw up? No, I didn't. I think you can have these on the end. Yeah, now that I'm like looking at it, I'm like, you can, doesn't have to be a solid. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Not too bad. Overall, it wasn't too bad. The hardest part is the main machine, just because it's some high tier stuff and these components. I think that's everything. So where did I put this? Right back here. And I think I did get an extra. Yeah, because I forgot there. I was thinking there was 5 on each side, but I had one of that. But okay, there we go. So let's hook this up with power. It's gonna pack it onto the end of this. Come here, wire. Well, I miscalculated that. No, actually I didn't. I forgot. It's these. There we go. Alright, so it should have power now. Alright, so there we go. There is the Industrial Extruder. Definitely looks a little bit different than the other ones. But it looks cool. So I'm going to have a bunch of interfaces here. I don't know which side to start on. I may start on this side. Why don't I change my mind with that? Should I have all I'm just thinking, should I have all those on one side? I don't know. I'm not going to worry about that right this second, but sometimes, like, torches get in the way of placing. That one I don't think did. Alright, so that's 5. Now, I have no channels on it over here. I think I'm just going to add it. Another P2P network down here. Oh, that's an interface. It'd be tunnel. Man, this dirt makes it hard to get out of here. Yeah, I'll put a dense one down there, because if I add it over there, I guess that's kind of what I will do it. Alright, so this is actually not... It wasn't too bad at all, actually. I may need more cables. I have 15. I don't know if that's enough. Oh, we're no. We are good. Just enough. I'll leave that open just until I know this has worked. I need to access it anyway for my memory card. Alright, so this one has 18 channels, so we'll go to this. I did expand this a little bit. I don't know if I showed that. I just ran out of places for channels. Should work. Yep, there it goes. Nice. So those should be all on the network now. Wonder if there's any way. I guess I probably won't need to once I have patterns in here. But I was like curious if I can like name this anything. Now I'm actually thinking, I'm just realizing that it probably would be smart to put these on the bottom row. That way I can access multiple sides. Like if I had this input bus here, I could have an interface on this side, an interface on this side, and underneath. So I could have, as opposed to just the 9, I could have multiple. So I may end up changing this again, but I just kind of wanted to get it up and running. But let's see how we're gonna do this. So, well, actually, for now, let me empty my bags a little bit here. That away. Most of this just goes in my bags. Except for the mud. Yeah, do I have an anvil somewhere? I do have an anvil. I wonder if I can name those interfaces. Because now that I'm thinking about it, like if I do... It would be input bus, wouldn't it? Like I would just have a whole bunch of input buses, but they're going to be the same patterns, so I'll be able to tell, I guess, which ones they'll be, but I thought it would be kind of cooler. It'd be easier to search for it. Now, I also need... I know I need some more patterns. And I think I'm out of... Yeah, quartz glass I can actually set up now. I have an alloy smelter set up. But I have no patterns to set it up. Oops. I always do that, because I jump around. Yeah, that was quick. So one thickened, one Certus gets go with glass fuse, quartz glass. Alloy smelter. And I don't have a cutting machine attached. The only cutting machine I have is in here. Just another project I need to do, and I keep saying that. Almost every episode I think I say I need to hook that up. I don't have enough for 10. I think I have enough for 5 though. Yeah. Alright, so basically this extruder we just put the shape in and all the recipes, and then it will put it in there and use this shape. Now each one of these can have a different shape. So things I use a lot of, I use that one a lot, I use that one a lot. I use... What do I want to do? Now, probably that one I use. I think I have room for 4, don't I? I think. So I use a lot of these titanium. So we'll go ahead and do that. That's that one. That's this one. So in theory, if I did everything right, that'll go in there, that gets sucked out. And I should have a gear in here instead of titanium rods. Yep, so there is the gear. See, now this is the where I run into not knowing which one is which interface. But like I said, once I get the patterns in, like now we'll know that's the gear one. Then we have the rotor. And normal pipes. Now I'm not going to do all these. I don't... Until I kind of come across a thing that needs them. I know I need... Like the steel I use a lot because I need a lot of pistons for the input buses. Yeah, so there we go. So if I do, let's see, make sure this works. So if I request a piston, that's going to craft the titanium rods and the titanium gear. Is that still cooking up? Did I do it? I might have done the wrong ratio there. I'll have to check that out. Quartz glass. Now it's a 1-to-1. I don't know what I did with that. Oh, it's regular glass. Did I? I don't know. Not thickened glass. Maybe the thickened glass screwed it up. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I did something. Is there another? No, there is no other recipe. I don't know. Anyway. So like I was saying, I totally forgot what I was gonna craft. Yeah, the electric piston. I actually don't know if I need EV. How about we try this one? So it'll craft steel plates, it'll craft the rods, the steel rods, and the small gear. So let's go ahead and start that and run over here and see if it's working. And it's on. And it's so fast, like it already has done that. I gotta be a little careful with this. I probably should put a... I don't know how I should do that. I could either put an acceleration. I should probably put acceleration cards in there. Just so they don't void anything. Or I'd just make it a bigger... I'll probably just make it a bigger output bus. That'll probably be easier. I don't know if no, I don't think I had that. Alright, but there we go. There is our LV piston. So that is pretty cool. I don't have to keep running over here and switching out the things. Now I have 10 input buses on there. So eventually I'll probably get the gear shape. Casings I'll probably need for my fuel rods that I do. I need this one. I don't know how much of the other ones I will set up. Which ones? Maybe even faster to do plates, to be honest. Because it does... What does it do? Does 250 times faster, or 250% faster. So it's 250% faster than this extruder, and this extruder was actually doing the things faster than the bending machine. But yeah, so that feels pretty good. I will continue to add the patterns and get, as I kind of come across them, I think we will do, because I don't, like I said, I only have so many room here, and I think I'll probably switch these down to here, just so I can put multiple interfaces on them. But yeah, that's about wrapping up point for this episode. Next episode, I think I finally need to get my base sorted out here. I've been putting it off for so long, but I think I need to get organized here because my cabling is absolutely atrocious. It's just all over the place. I have some that are on P2P, some that aren't. My wiring, as you can see, this wiring is all kind of crazy, and yeah, so I think for the next episode, we will kind of dive into that. Probably won't get a lot of progression done, but I want to get this kind of sorted out here. Get the base expanded and all sorts. I have some ideas, but not entirely sure yet. We check on bees really quick. I did get a cultivated queen. I'm just trying to get it sorted out so it's like a constant, because this is a cultivated noble hybrid. So I just want a pure cultivated bee here, and then with that we will try to get, I think, noble and diligent, or maybe the next ones. I know there's a ton of bees off this one. Yeah, noble. Yeah, noble is one I need. Cultivated and common. And diligent. Yeah, those are the two next ones that I need. And then after that, we're kind of getting, once you get unweary, then I need industrious is the one. So we're getting there. We have a common and we have a cultivated, and we just need a diligent, and then we can get the industrious. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.